and he's the guy you want come the medal round.
And we're underway, and Lynch drives this to left field. In comes the left fielder, Picard, and Cam Schiller for the U.S. The short tournament came on, and you look at that game.
Field, couple guys with 2 home runs in an inning, and all of a sudden now, and Czech Republic.
Schiller able to get a piece of it, but count runs 2-2 for Argentina.
Tight defense they've got.
Little riser sent to the
one play, whether it be 1 home run or maybe it was.
I observed that yesterday when he came in to catch. There's the outside corner. He was that the USA coaching staff has circled, saying
wearing that USA across his chest for a few.
And called a strike.
Well, expect Juan to stay out there. He's getting that call. He's almost untouchable.
Foul, that'll play to the Licio, trying to get Argentina to the sticks, and fly to left field. That's a long run in for the outfielder. Won't get to it. Trunking to second base is Ochoa, and he's in before the tag.
He came right off the plane, hadn't slept in over 24 hours.
The runner at second is Ochoa, and looking for that outside corner again, and chopped away foul.
Well, expect Licio to
swing and a drive to right field, and that's going to be easily hauled in by Alan Pecker and
squad.
He had a little bit of trouble against Denmark as the bunt by the leadoff hitter, and perfectly executed, and pitch out, throw down to second base, and it goes into center field, but nicely backed up by Gill. Even if the throw was on target, don't know if it hit him. And
get a hefty jump here.
Lines of communications early here in the first inning. Runners on base. Look out. And down to third base. Great stab by Eric Ochoa. Thank goodness for that glass. That's all I have to say.
Thank goodness for the way you ducked away from that pitch. But
there's a shot to the third base side. Goes well out of play.
The International. And ready, Steve? Steve, are you ready? Well done. That's a great grab out there. Luckily your young son is the baseball player in the family.
There's a deep shot to the outfield. That's to the fence. Warning track hauled in by signs. Runners will tag and advance. And we have our first run of the game.
Advance on the play with Pecker scoring and Migliavaca moving to third. And that's the way you manufacture. And Argentina understands
for his stick and an RBI opportunity. Drives it down the third base line. That's a fair ball. And Migliavaca comes in to score. Carril's going to try to truck for third. It was knocked around in the corner.
He had to chase it down. In the meantime, between time, Nico Carril was on his horse, and he never broke stride. He was going for 3 the whole time, and a clutch hit for
Mariano.
Getting close to the fence. It's best that you back off.
There's a line shot to center field, and the hip
right now to push the panic button. You only have 1 out, and again, with this art right here, the issue is Mancha's got a
6th batter of this inning, and he'll sky one on the infield. The third baseman has a beat on it, and it's going to be Ochoa. Mariano fired in on the outside. Mancha back to work. Lead here in the bottom of the first inning. Runner going, but adding 400, has 3 doubles to his credit.
Go first time through the order with
as he helps his team members out. Sky to center field, and
Novacek played a little of everywhere. One beautiful city. Question the umpire. The more likely is in the exact same spot.
Swing and a miss for Dudley.
Well, adjustment made by Puerto
Republic and Canada up next today.
Early seats are already being confiscated and coordinated
At the tournament. Back to work and fouled.
Get two pitchers that are very close.
That's skied to the third base side.
Again, just a little bit of expertise that's not sort of been passed along, and you'll see it translate to the field. But the crush, well,
swing and a miss down in order, and we'll go to the bottom of the second as Argentina has batter listed.
Tony.
And intense attitudes of the teams. 5 base on balls here today.
And giving the U.S. some very good innings off balance. Been working the drop ball.
And that spelt the end of Tony Monta.
For that last strike till late.
And the
rushing the U.S. pitchers deep into the count.
That one gets by the catcher, and the runners will advance. And now
mood when you get into the medal rounds. You noticed a couple of times that
dropped in there.
Knows he makes a little bit of noise. He'll shuffle to one.
Slap to the second baseman. They won't go home. They'll go to first.
You got to give Pecker an infield hit because he was some speedy, but indecision by Novacek definitely cost.
Pitcher in Wheeler, and look out the batter going at second and third, and more RBI opportunities off the backstop here, and not a
it on the mesh. You're going to get a slingshot effect, and that'll bring not as much as it hippos.
Migliavaca trying to slap to the second base side. They'll go straight to first base this time, but the run scores from third on the
the other 2 runs put up by Argentina.
Stolen bases. They're doing everything. Matrone with the sac fly, and now a solid hit. Falls in to left field, and
their defense was good. The question was how deep and how well were their pitching going to go up against this Argentina, give you at least 3-4 innings. On Argentina offensively. Played on the club circuit for a long time. Experience.
And that ball, Argentina in the driver's seat. That one was in. And that's driven deep to center field. Bye-bye, 2-run shot.
Contributing. I told you hitting was contagious with this team. This team can flat out hit the ball, and when they go on a roll, awfully hard to stop them, and 5-inning ball game.
Manuel Godoy skies it to left.
Freewheeling with your pitching, and the offense has really come alive for Argentina.
Mullins on
the outfield as well.
0-2 offering.
I tell you, we have a good vantage point on that pitch.
They go in.
You to cry. You're not going to get every call.
Driven up the middle to center field, and that's going to fall in for a base hit.
I always get a chuckle when a pitcher doesn't get the call he wanted, and in the next pitch the batter hits. Getting every call. You just won't get every call. 8-run lead.
Gil signs as center fielder.
Done nothing. Had nothing to do so far.
Only 2 base runners so far.
Good pitch here from Portolicio. Brought that in a bit of a spark. The leadoff single from Mullins.
Yes. I think we know which team you
figure, though. There's really, you don't necessarily want a 3 matchup. Can only finish as high as 5th.
Cam Schiller, the swing and a miss, throw down to first. That gets by the first baseman, and there's Argentina's first mistake in a. So gets himself into scoring position. A strikeout victim back in the first. Turnaround and gunned out the runner at second. He was just trying to advance. And a swing and a miss.
On Greg Leather and the U.S. coaching.
Godoy up 0-2. And
anything sweet.
In the second. And that one shot deep to right center field. That's going to be off the wall. Guaranteed double for Godoy. Talking high-speed rail here.
High speed, lots of power, and boy, they just seem to be sending balls to all parts of this ballpark. As if you decide, they'll pull it. Because seats are already at a premium.
Out. And slap hit to the second base side. It goes through. Gill signs, and the runner will hold up at
He thought it was, and he didn't get down low.
change of pace there by New Zealand. And this is shot to the shortstop. They go to second for one, to first for two.
Great job on the 6-4-3 double play. The only issue was you give up another run when you got to be very careful. You got a guy like Alan Pecker at the top. All he's done is
that drops.
You could start Andrew. If you're on the other side, I'm still a foot. But to me,
3-2 pitch driven into left field, and Juan Zara
continually didn't lose anything with Zara at the plate.
Oh, look out, Migley.
Now I'm just playing devil's advocate to you, and to me, that sometimes it's just a
standing on deck.
Who he may have more success against than
Migliavaca. And that's
down to first base on. Stepping in here, he's had a dagger in the U.S.
Hot shot, nice stab by King to the top of the fourth. The U.S. has some work to do. Heart of the order coming up, 3, 4, and 5 hitters, starting with Eric Ochoa
in the third. Freshmen's all around.
Very cooperative throughout the entire week. Little blips here and there as this is skied to left field. It's hanging.
Lately, you can see a 9-run lead. That'll do it.
Podolicio
sparingly because the depth of their staff.
Palazzo down in the strike count. Nice scoop by the second baseman.
Fewer because they are
great.
Clip the inside corner with some good heat.
Driven to the second base side. That's going to find a hole into right field, and Ratliff is on
the hit.
So Novacek up here in the top of the fourth.
A little down in the dumps.
Shot to the shortstop. Nice throw to first, and Argentina bench Lance to try to finish things off.
I'm hoping that your middle name's Chris, but you are.
It's all good. Had a lot of time with each other to be back on your right side, Lance.
Table.
Guizdala trying to get the first down of the inning, and he will. Little tap back.
As done would actually slow them down.
It down 0-2 right now.
Is a walk-off. Gotten a few at-bats here in this ball game. Sharp, keep the gut reserves.
Everyone in at least once here in the fourth pitcher of the afternoon. Try to end this game early. Fouled off. A tune 4. And a walk issue. So runner on first with 2 away. Slap to the second base sign. Scooped up, and
U.S. has to make up a minimum 2 runs.
His only plate appearance now here in the top of the 5th. Nick Mullins up to the plate.
Well, hard to get a rhythm at the plate, hard to get comfortable, chance to really get a feel of the flow offense.
Single back in the third, ended up on second, first, single in the third, and single. To get their spot here, and that's driven over the second baseman, and Mullins has his second hit of the afternoon. Argentina's just been rolling.
Japan, well, there's 7 others that lost to Japan as well.
And 0 for 2 on the day.
Well, Migliavaca.
Punch to the second baseman's side and bobbled there. Diving grab on a line drive. A couple of runners on base.
And aboard, got to get something.
And that's chopped to the second base side. And Marler Chuk will swallow it up.